What is the difference between counting in the Philippines versus counting in Indonesia? Let's find out. Today, we're going to learn to count from 1 to 10 in three Filipino languages and Indonesian. And you will see some similarities, some differences, but I'm not going to do one Filipino language. I'm going to do three Filipino languages. These are three native languages spoken in my family, so I wanted to share them with you. We're going to see how these Filipino languages compare to each other, but also in Indonesian language. One, isa, usa, isa, satu, dalawa, duha, dua, dua, tatlo, tulo, tulo, tiga, apat, upat, pat, empat, lima, 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 lima. And all of these four languages, five is lima. Anim, unom, enam, enam, pito, 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 tujuh, walo, 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 delapan, siyam, siyam, siaw, sembilan, sampu, napulo, sapulo, sapulo. So that was just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of the differences and similarities between Filipino languages and Indonesian, and they are kind of like similar family, right? These languages are related in some kind of way. Welcome to the Austronesian family. I wanted to apologize if my pronunciation is a little bit off for some of them. I do not speak Indonesian language at all. All I know is how to count, so that's why I made this video, because I wanted to like practice my counting, I guess. But also there was a follower of mine who did request me to do this comparison with the Filipino languages and Indonesian, so that's why I'm kind of doing it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about counting in the Philippines. You might be asking, why did I not count after 10? Why did I not do 20, 30, 40 plus? One, I don't know how to count that much in Indonesian. Second is, in the Philippines, the counting is a bit interesting. So these Filipino languages, all of them have a proper native way of counting. In Tagalog, for example, there is a way to say 35 and 65 and 72 in Tagalog. I observe that Filipinos don't really use the native way of counting. After 10, Filipinos are most likely to use Spanish or English when we're talking about price or anything like above 10. Same thing with telling time. They use the Spanish way of counting. And I used to use the Filipino proper way of counting, especially in Tagalog. I just find people notice it and not laugh at it, but like I remember when I was 22, I had a cousin who is from the Philippines, who's never left the Philippines. He asked me how old I was, and I said, "Ako ay dalawang taong gulang." Okay, which means I'm 22 years old. And the actual way to say 22 in Tagalog is dalawa. And this cousin was like, "Whoa, that's so deep. You're so deep. Oh my gosh." I'm like, "Well, so now I just say my age in English if someone asks me from the Philippines, just to not have that reaction." Also, like, maybe one of the reasons is because the Tagalog way of saying it is has a lot of syllables, like dalawamput isa, dalawamput dalawa, some may think it's too much, so they just prefer the Spanish or the English, but I like the Filipino way. I like the proper native Filipino way to say it, but I'm not sure if the Filipino people like like to use it. So when I went to the Philippines, when I went to Manila, when I go to all these shops and shop around, they will say it either in English or in Spanish. If it's 20 pesos, they will say 20. If it's 50 pesos, they'll say 50, etc., etc. And for bigger numbers, like in the thousands and hundreds of thousands, that they will use English most likely. Filipinos most likely will use English for big numbers. I don't know if they will use the Filipino numbers, but and I would love to learn more Indonesian. I would love to learn more Indonesian someday. I've tried to learn Indonesian. I know I can. I'm able to do it. I'm really focused on Arabic right now, and Arabic is taking so much of my time. Honestly, the time it takes me to become intermediate in Arabic, I could have done so much more with Indonesian. I could have learned so much more. I really hope to learn, inshallah. I hope to learn Indonesian one day because I know it's going to unlock so much, and it's so fun to compare the Filipino languages and Indonesian. And I know that Indonesia also has a bunch of languages too, just like us in the Philippines. And I just want to compare everything. I want to look at all the languages, learn all the languages. I wish I had more time. I wish I didn't have to work, and I wish I just could study languages all day. Oh, this fly. Oh, so that's it for today. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, to the Polyglot Paradise.